COPD can present unique challenges for those who suffer from it. But one of the most impactful tools in managing COPD is exercise. I know this sounds crazy to a lot of people because I would hear this all the time when I had my pulmonary rehab that um, people just did not think there was any possible way they would be able to exercise. But 9 times out of 10, they were always able to, and they always felt so much better. So, I'm going to kind of go over the reasons why exercise is so important for people who suffer from COPD, just to help you understand it a little bit better. So, it does many things. On the top of the list, it enhances lung function. Now, that being said, what it does is it causes you to take deeper breaths while you're exercising. You're working out respiratory muscles, and the stronger you are, the better your muscles are at using the oxygen that they have. So, over time, you can actually improve your lung function through exercise. Now, another thing that will improve for the same reason is your endurance and your energy level. So, the energy level is that you are not going to get fatigued as quickly as you used to. And that's because the more you exercise, it makes day to day activities so much easier for you, that your energy level is going to stay up as your day goes on. Um, Also, which this one is a huge one, is it improves mental health. So this one was always huge for me because whenever I had a new patient come into pulmonary rehab, I would always give them a test over anxiety, depression, stuff like that. Well, by the end of the program, their numbers would have improved by 100%. The effect that exercise has on your mood and your self-esteem, it's not comparable to anything else. So that was one of the biggest things that I saw improvement on when I did do the supervised exercise. So I have to mention that because it makes all the difference in the world when you feel confident enough to do the things that you need to do because you know that you can do it. So the mental health also with that is exercise does create endorphins, which are the hormones that are supposed to make you feel good. So that's another reason that it boosts your mood and your self-esteem. Next on here, I have supports weight management. So, if you are overweight, it is harder for your lungs to function. If you're really overweight, it's because your lungs are having to support that extra weight every time they open. They're working harder than if your weight was not so much. Same thing, if you tend to have a big belly, that is pushing up on your diaphragm, making it hard for your lungs to expand. So if you are overweight, hands down, exercise is going to help you shed some of those pounds. Now, you may not notice a huge increase in weight loss, and that's just because you're going to be building muscle, but you should even out a little bit. Now, also better sleep. So, better sleep, I know everybody knows, is just really important because your brain needs sleep, your body needs to shut down. Exercise helps that happen. It will actually help your sleep wake cycle even out. Now, the only contrast to that would be don't exercise, for an hour or so before you go to bed, because then it could have the opposite effect. But especially if you do your exercises earlier in the day, you're going to sleep better that night. So, at the bottom of the list, I just have better health all the way around. Now, so I've told you all the reasons why you need to exercise. And I know the question is, how am I going to start doing that? And that I'm going to go over in my next video because there is a process to it so that you don't overdo it and set yourself up for failure. So now you know why. The next video, I'm going to tell you how.